Before lockdown, I was very busy with a lot of different things. I seemed to be traveling around the country a lot. I was in my car a great deal. I was doing, as well as my work with the Irish Chamber Orchestra, I was also doing projects with the Whistleblast Quartet, which meant traveling a lot to places like Kerry, Mayo, Dublin, Sligo, all over the country. So I really spent an awful lot of time in my car, so I wasn't at home very much at all. During lockdown, it was interesting because I think it was one of the most creative times I've ever had in my life, which is quite interesting, and I know it wasn't the same for a lot of people. I ended up doing quite a few arrangements. I do some compositions and arrangements myself, so when I found myself with a bit of extra time, I did work on a few little projects that I suppose I had been putting on the back burner, so I thought, okay, I have time now, I'll do that. Creatively, it was quite a good period. I think it's like one of those situations where when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So I made a lot of lemonade. One of the main struggles I had was the fact that I wasn't seeing my parents. I'm an only child, and my parents are in their 80s, and they live in Dublin, and I was in Limerick. I'd ring my parents every evening, and we'd have a video chat, and that was one of the biggest struggles in the beginning, because they didn't have a phone that they could do a video call on. My dad had a very basic Nokia, and it was never more apparent that this was not going to do until the lockdown happened. So also we couldn't really buy anything else, nothing was open. So I looked up an old iPhone of mine, I managed to set it up, and I posted it to him, and I wrote instructions, and I talked over the phone to him about how he'd hook it to the Wi-Fi. It was just very complicated, and after a lot of teething problems, we got it going. And actually, one of the most amazing moments, I think, during the whole lockdown was when he finally got it working, and he was there with the phone, and he could see us, and just the joy from them that they were able to see us and talk to us, and from us able to see them too. It was amazing. It was quite emotional. What I'm most looking forward to is playing for other people. I'm playing with other people. We have this audience that is so loyal and so, really gets what we do. And I just can't wait to engage with them again, and to be in front of them and be able to bring this sort of feeling again into the room, into an actual room where we're all present. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think I ask myself very serious questions about, like, why am I a musician? What is it about being a musician that is important to me, and why am I doing it? And I think probably the moment that I realized, okay, this was the reason I did it, is when we did play for those in the nursing homes. Avian and I went out and we played for those people, and I'd been at home doing these recordings, and it was great to keep going and to do these things, and we did the remote thing, but it was when I saw their faces and, heard their applause, and saw, how much joy it gives people to hear live music. Okay, yeah, that's why we do it. That's why we do this,